And I was able
You were able to do it, so.
I was able to hold my arms up throughout the whole lesson, whichever the pose, I was able to do it. So I've gotten so much stronger in just a short amount of time. And also doing this has made me more mindful of my posture.
Yes.
So even in my regular life, I'm carrying the lessons through, and my whole carriage is different.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much. It's life-changing. It really is.
Wonderful. So do you want to do more on the floor this morning and
Sure, that would be fine.
work some, all right, I'll just set up my yoga mat. It'll take me a second. I don't know why I didn't. So doing more to help strengthen your arms, tone your arms and get them stronger, along with,
Stretching the body has been really helpful. I'm, with the MS, I'm in my bed most of the time, and I get up and I do chores or go to the market or whatever, but then, I'm back reclining in the bed. So I'm very, my muscles aren't limber anymore.
Let me grab my mat. It's right here.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. That's the beauty of having pretty much a one-on-one session. You get to run the show.
Lucky me. So is this going to go on? I've been curious because we're recording them. Does this go on the website for people to do at their leisure?
Yeah, there should be a whole slew of them and quite frankly, I don't know exactly how to access them, but you could go on the website, and I'm sure if you just scroll around, I've never actually accessed them, but there should be all these recordings from over the last year, and so that doing it. So you could definitely just rotate and access them as much as you want.
Yeah, bring myself up to 3 times a week, something.
Yeah.
So I have never seen him on the Facebook feed.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know, but I'm sure you could also call them or email them if you can't find it on their web page or their Facebook page.
Yeah, I'd be curious to look just to see my own improvement, to see from the first time to the most current time how much I've actually, changed.
Yeah. All right. Well, shall we begin now that we have good information?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. Matter of fact, let me get my own little blanket, because I like to prop up on the blanket a little bit. It helps. I have that knee that's still funky, so it helps take some of the pressure off. So yeah, I understand with the knee stuff, sometimes it's if it doesn't feel comfortable and you are on it. So what I want to do first is just to kind of settle in, get nice and comfortable. Let me know at any time if you can't hear me.
Okay.
So with that, I want to work with the circular breath a little bit. So let's do it's called pranayama, a little breath work, which helps kind of settle the body. And then we'll begin with our actual asanas. So these are names. Asanas means poses. So go ahead, and as you're sitting, just kind of getting tall. And just connecting inwardly. And allowing right now, I want you to bring your shoulders up as high as they can with a big inhale, and then exhale, just let them come down. So what we're doing is kind of inhaling, bringing them up to the ears, like a big loud one, and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And any little adjustments you need to make to just get yourself into the position that feels good for you for the few minutes. If at any time sitting like this gets uncomfortable, feel free to move. And the circular breath, let me tell, here's my assistant. My assistant's coming in to help.
It's Domino. Hi, Domino.
Every time, it's just like.
What is her actual name?
It's Ruby.
Ruby. I always think of her as Domino, but
I know she does. That probably should be it. So what we're going to do is I'll explain and then I'll guide you. We're going to inhale, and as we inhale, I want you to visualize that breath work going up the spine. And you can even add a color if you want, or anything that really helps you connect with the breath. We'll inhale, you'll feel the spine elongate. It's going to come over the top of the head, and then we're going to exhale, and you're going to just feel the breath kind of washing over your eyes, your throat, your chest, down into the roots, and then inhale, coming back up. Does that make sense? So we're just creating this really beautiful flow of energy, working the back of the body and the front of the body. Okay, doing that in and out through the nose if that feels comfortable. So if you're ready, let's give it a try. So I will guide you. We're going to inhale, come up the back of the spine, feel the spine lengthen, lengthen, lengthen as it goes up to the top of the crown. And then exhale. We're going to wash it over our eyes, our throat, our chest, our belly, and down to the pelvic floor. Inhaling, coming back up to the back, over the crown of the head, and exhaling over the front of the body. Down the pelvic floor, inhaling, coming back up. Top of the head, exhale, front of the body. Let's do 3 more rounds, working with your pace, your breath, inhaling the back of the body, top of the head, front of the body at your pace. Good. Then go ahead and come back to our regular breathing. Keep your eyes soft or closed if you can for a few more minutes. And I want to read this to you. It's a blessing from your soul. You are a beautiful soul, full of infinite wisdom. Stop judging and start loving yourself. You are blessed with endless potential and on the verge of transforming into the radiant being that is your true essence. Shine your light and allow this blessing into your heart. I love that last sentence. Shine your light and allow this blessing into your heart. Oh, sometimes when you pick certain cards or wisdom cards or affirmation pots, they just hit home. That was just one I needed to hear today.
Oh, I'm glad of it. I'm glad.
I hope you got something out of that little bit of a message. Sometimes I think we can be hard on ourselves and judge ourselves, and we have to remember that, we are beautiful the way we are.
Right. I totally get that. On the other side of it, sometimes judging ourselves. And when I say judgment, I don't mean condemnation. I mean evaluate. And sometimes it's important to evaluate ourselves so we can see where we need to give ourselves a break or buck up a bit, or,
Yeah, yeah,
self-evaluation, I think, is valuable
yes. If we can,
without condemnation.
yes, if we can do it with kindness and compassion to ourselves, for sure,
Yes.
and not as a judgment, which can be tricky sometimes.
Yes, yes, it can.
All right. So let's go ahead and let's just bring our arms to the side and let's lift our arms up over our head. Take a nice deep breath, and then I want you to fold forward. And if you feel like you need to just move the position of your legs, or if you're okay for a moment, can you see me okay? And
Yeah,
back a little bit.
I can see you. I can see you just fine.
Okay, good. And then slowly bring the arms back up. Switch the position of your leg. So whatever leg you had in front, switch that. Inhale again. And then exhale, fold forward. Again, being careful of hips or knees or anything that might feel a little like we're just getting some stretching in. Allow the head to just fold forward a little bit, taking the pressure off the back of the neck. Good. Inhale, come back up. Bring the arms up by the side once again. And I will be the opposite of you, but let's bring the left arm to the right knee, right arm behind you for a twist. Gentle twist. Inhale, come back to center. Bring the arms up overhead. Nice inhale here. And then exhale, twist to the opposite side. Right hand on left knee. Slowly come back to the center. And now let's take our legs out. Goodness, that feels really good, doesn't it? Just that simple stretch on the hamstrings.
Oh,
It doesn't have to be fancy, does it? So enjoying the way this feels in the stretching right here in the abductor muscles. And again, I'll try to mirror you. So we're going to take our left hand. We're going to slide the left hand down towards our ankle and bring the right arm overhead. Oh, nice side stretch. And let's hang here for a moment. Relax the neck. Deepen into the stretch. And like I said, I have a blanket on that lifts up my hips a little bit to make it easier on my back. Good. Go ahead and come to the middle. Take both arms, inhale, lift up. Exhale, right arm down, left arm stretching over. Good. Come back to center. This time, bring both hands behind you. And we're going to be like kind of on our fingertips. Inhale and just lift the chest up, lift the head up, look up if that feels okay for you. And then relax. Come back to center. So let's do that little sequence one more time. Bring our arms up, inhaling. Bring the left arm down the leg and the right arm overhead. Let's hold here for a moment. Now this time, I want you to rotate the rib cage. So what I mean by that is maybe it's compressing a little bit, I want you to rotate it. Like, do you see that difference right there?
Absolutely different, yes.
Rotate it, and now sink into it. So now you feel a lot more in that length. Check in with your head. What feels best for you? Neutral, or you could look up. We're going to hold this for a few breaths. So I want you to feel comfortable. Come out at any time if you need to. Good. Slowly come back up. Woo! We just got about 2 inches longer. Inhale. Opposite side. Right hand slides down the right leg. Left arm comes over. Just taking the natural position right now. And then when you're ready, let's accelerate that rotation and move it up towards the sky, feeling that rib cage open and expanding. Good. Slowly come back up. Now we're going to walk our hands out in front. So with this, I want you to kind of lead more with the belly. So all these little like adjustments, you can really feel the difference. Instead of just coming down like this, I want you to like exaggerate, let the belly come down first, then walk your hands out and feel the difference in the stretch right in the inner thighs. Again, just kind of holding this for a few moments, letting the head relax. And right now, as we're here, I want you to sway a little bit back and forth. Just some gentle swaying. And when you do that, you can feel even a little bit more of a stretch in your hamstring, depending on the side you're at. If you're on the right side, you'll feel a bit of a more focal point on the stretch. Do you feel that? Just that little bit of swaying back and forth. It's like, oh, I can feel it here. And I can
Amazing.
Yeah, I can feel it here. I can feel it here. And with each time you go back and forth, it may begin to loosen up a little. If not, I want you to hang out in the spot where it feels like it needs a little extra attention. So if it's on the left side, because the left side feels a little tighter, I want you to just hold that stretch. And what we're doing right now is trying to lengthen the muscle by holding it for a longer period of time. Good. And then come back to center. Nice. And then go ahead and scoot your legs back in and give it a little bit of a Let's take our hands and actually massage our knees. Before we go ahead and use them for our balance, let's massage around our kneecaps. I don't think we realize how much our knees do all the time. All the time. So massage on the outside, little rotations, even moving the kneecaps slightly. Good. And then let's go ahead and come up onto our hands and knees. And I'm going to use my blanket. Give myself a little extra cushion, which really gives you quite a bit. It's probably about almost 2 inches of extra cushion with a blanket. Nice. And let's work with some cat-cow. So what I like to do is actually curl my toes under so that I can stretch the bottoms of my feet. And then have your hands like shoulder width apart. Let's inhale with a slight like lift. It doesn't have to be exaggerated, just a slight lift. As you exhale, I like to start from the tailbone. Exhale, let the tailbone start first, and then rounding the spine, and letting the head be last. Inhale, lift up, hips up slightly. Exhale, tailbone first, round the spine, let the head be the last thing. Let's do a few more. Inhale. Exhale, tailbone. Two more. Tailbone on the exhale. Last one, inhale, lift up slightly. Round the spine. Good. Now, Erin, on this next thing, we're going to go into child's pose, but I'm going to keep, again, my toes so that when I go back, you can feel the stretch on the bottoms of the feet. If that's too much, just see what I'm doing? Like flatten.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of walking, so this feels really nice. Go ahead and just let the head come down.
Are my knees how far apart are my knees?
The knees are about hip width apart. And if you need even more space, you can bring your knees out further. So it's whatever feels best. Play with that for a minute. And what feels best for you? Can be a wide-legged pose, wide angle, or a little bit close. Now from here, we're gonna walk our hands over to the right. So all I'm doing is just walking my hands over to the right, letting my head come down on the floor and getting that side stretch. And come back to center. And this time now, let's flatten our toes down. And then walk our hands over to the left side. And then come back to center. Now, can you come up on your knees, or is that painful for you to sit?
I'm able to. The doubling of the mat helped a lot.
Yeah. Have you done down dog yet?
I'm not sure what that is. I've not done yoga before.
Okay.
in my life.
Well, I wasn't sure if maybe you tried it in one of the Saturday classes. Let me show you. And if you haven't done it, let's work on that today, because it's one of the best things you can do to strengthen your arms.
Okay.
Sure. If that one feels too much, we can modify it a little differently. Okay. So this is down dog, and this is a nice thing to do after you bend the knees for a while. So in this way, I'll show you, and then we'll do it together. And as my cat rubs my feet. So I'm gonna have my hands like shoulder width apart. My fingers are spread like a lot, so the weight is distributed evenly. The knees are about hip width apart, and all we're gonna do is kind of scoop the hips up towards the sky. Now, can you see how this is a real strengthener in the arms?
Yes.
Now, depending on what you can do, you can bend your knees and just press back a little so it's not so much on your hands. And then we'll come down And then we'll go into child's pose. So why don't you try it and let me just watch it for a minute, if I can see you. Yeah, so your fingers are hip width apart. Beautiful.
Do I want my heels on the floor?
Well, if you can, I can't. I've been doing yoga forever. And I would put my legs out like further back a little bit, like away from you.
Ooh, whoa.
Come on down. So come on down. Yeah. And then just take a moment into child's pose. And breathe. How's that feel?
Amazing.
So if this is like one of the best way to get those arms stronger, really, is weight bearing, right? Like it's the best way. So just watch me one more time to make sure that you feel good with what you're doing. It's hard to see on the camera exactly, but if you see that I have a little bit more distance between my hands and my legs, they're out a little further. I can't tell if you're, like the distance looks okay, but see if you can make it a little wider. Let's try that again. And then we'll come down slowly. And then we'll go into child's pose. You want to do like, let's say we try 3 of those and rest.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead. I'm going to kind of watch you. Well,
Can you see me all right?
Yeah, I can see. See if you can tilt it down. Yeah, there we go. I can see that better. Okay, go ahead when you're ready. Take a nice breath. Lift the hips up. Take a good breath in. That looks beautiful.
Yay.
Yay, your first down dog. Go ahead when you're ready. Come on down. And then bring your arms. Yep, great. And rest in child's pose for a moment. Just sink into that. If you need to bring your arms down by the side to give your shoulders a break, you can do that. Otherwise, enjoy that stretch. Take a moment there, and then go ahead and let's do 2 more. Let's inhale. Stretch up into downward facing dog. Bend those knees if you want to take any pressure off your back.
Really stretches the hamstrings.
Yeah, come on back, come down, child's pose. This time, bring your arms down by your feet. And rest for a moment. Then bring your arms back up in the position they were. Come up into tabletop. Curl your toes under. Press back up into downward facing dog. Feel that stretch. And come on down. Bring your arms down by the side in child's pose for another moment. And then go ahead and come back into a nice seated position. Great, yeah. I think that's a great homework assignment.
Okay.
If you want to work on building that strength, do maybe 3 of those, 3 to 5 a day if you want.
Okay.
And or whenever, whatever you want to do, kind of feel that out, but practice and just do that. And then, maybe build up to it. So you do the down dog, into child's pose, tabletop, into down dog. It's really just a nice little flow. When you do it, make sure you exhale. So you're like kind of exhaling on the down dog. So let me just show you. So it'd be like exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Get it?
Yes.
So when you add the breath with it, when you're compressing your body is when you want to exhale. When you want to lengthen your body, that's when you want to inhale. Make sense?
Yes.
Beautiful, right? Now, let me show you another arm strengthener. Maybe we'll, I don't know if we'll do it today. How do you feel? Do you feel strong? Or you feel like we've done enough with that?
I'm interested to see what you have in mind.
This is Dolphin Pose. So I'll show you what Dolphin Pose is. If you just want to try a few of those, let's check in. It's another great, it's similar to Down Dog, but it's working even more. So when you do Down Dog, how I like to do it is kind of, can you see me?
Yep.
Have my, this as the range, and then I clasp my fingers, okay? So I'll come over here, clasp my fingers, and do the same thing. So you're on your forearms, and you hang out here for a few moments, and you are definitely feeling more of the shoulder blades. It'll work up a little sweat.
So I want to do this to get the width that I need.
Yeah, do that to get the width. Then you just, kind of get the width, and then you keep your elbows there, and then interlace your fingers. And then you come up into Down Dog.
Oh, wow, yeah. Why is it harder? Why does it require more strength of my arms to do that?
Yeah, I think, I don't know if it's just the position. You have a little more weight on the front part of your body, but you can feel that more in the back, like here, the Down Dog, you feel more here. You're using, you get your arm as your forearm to balance.
I'll work my way up to the dolphin.
Yeah. So just wanted to show you, those are a couple things and always plank. We'll work on plank another time.
What's so amazing, if you just change one little thing, I mean, you could just move an inch or two and you feel a whole other thing going.
Yeah,
just
that's
amazing.
In my opinion, I think slow yoga, mindful yoga like this, where you're not flowing. You've seen yoga where they're like flowing and it's fast. I feel like this is harder because it's more like intentional, and you're not using the momentum of a flow. You're like taking it from a standing, like a still point. And so
yes, for it's me, like it's concentrated.
Yeah.
Like mentally and physically.
Yeah. So, and many times it can feel like, wow, that was even more of a workout. All right. Hey, how about we get on the floor, like lay down?
Okay.
And as we lay down, let's just kind of get nice, feel the spine, feel the connection, and then inhale and let the arms come overhead. And just feel that stretch. So the fingers are moving in one direction, the toes are moving in the opposite. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale, lengthen more. Exhale, bring that right knee in towards your chest. So take your hands, place them over your knee, and press the right knee into your chest, keeping your head on the ground. And go ahead and rotate your ankle. Your right ankle, just kind of back and forth. Release that pose, bring the arms up overhead. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Rotate the ankle. Inhale, let the arms be long. Leg come down. Let's just do a few more rounds. Exhale, You see, we're compressing on the exhale, right? You feel that? You exhale out all the air. Now you inhale and you lengthen. Exhale, bring that knee to the chest. Inhale, arms long. Exhale, right knee into the chest. Inhale, arms long. Exhale, left knee into chest. Good. Now this time, release your hands and bring both knees up towards your chest. So can you see that? It gets a little hard. Can you see that? So your knees are like 90 degrees. Good. Bring your arms out in what I call a T position. Okay. And then we're going to drop the knees over to the right. So just drop them over to the right. This is one of my favorite twists of all times. So your shoulders are open. Your knees are on the ground. You're getting a great extension in the side body. And let's hold this stretch. Doesn't that feel good right there? It's like that lower back.
Yes, it does.
Okay, good. Come back to center. So you need to use a little bit of your abdomen, abdominal muscles to pull you back to center. Take a nice inhale here, and then exhale over to the left side. So again, trying to keep those shoulders down. You can turn your head to the right side if you want. Feel that nice deep twist. And then come on back, use your belly muscles again, and let your feet be planted on the earth and bring your hands down by the side, palms facing down. Just take a moment, reset the spine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lift up. So you wanna keep your chin towards your chest. Now just moving the pelvis up. So your pelvis is coming up. Just off the ground, however much length or height you can get. And then exhale, slowly one vertebra at a time, come down. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're fully grounded with your spine. Now we're going to lift up again. So lift up. This is like a bridge pose. It's called bridge pose. Keep your chin towards your chest. Feeling the hips lifting off the ground. And then exhaling, one vertebra at a time. All the way down. Let's do two more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down. Last one. Inhale, lift up. And exhale all the way down. Woo! It feels good on the spine. Ooh. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Hello?
Can you see me?
No, I can't see you, but can you hear me?
Yeah, I can see and hear you.
Oh, you can? Okay,
Yeah.
that's all that matters. For some reason, it just went to the Zoom advertisement page. That's really bizarre. Okay, as long as you can.
I wonder, sometimes there's a 40-minute limit.
Yeah, shouldn't be though, because we have an account. But anyway, as long as you can hear me. Well, that's fine, because I'm just gonna let you relax now. Perfect.
Okay.
So just go ahead and get into Shavasana.
Is that sitting?
Laying down, sorry. Just the laying down, fully laying down. So you're laying down, everything's connecting, and the palms are face up. This is a time to just soften your eyes, connect with the earth, and just enjoying the benefits just breathing in all the goodness. Remembering what a beautiful soul you have, that we all have, the wisdom, the potential, the radiance, the light, and the heart. Breathing it all in. Feeling everything connected and grounded into the earth. Few more breaths. You are welcome to stay here if you want to take more time for yourself.
You can't see me, can you?
No.
Bummer. Well, I'm sitting up with my nice straight posture.
Oh, and that's fine too. Yeah, you can do that.
And my whole body feels oxygenated. and
Awesome.
stretched out. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. I will see you next Tuesday. So that if you feel like that homework is a good thing for you, let's connect on that next
Okay,
week.
I'm gonna write a sticky note, a few of them, and put them around the house.
Good
to
idea.
put it in my mind. And sorry I missed last Tuesday.
Oh, that's okay. I actually didn't teach last Tuesday. Somebody else did. So I didn't even notice. But we'll see you next time, okay?
All right, you stay well. Thanks again.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.